Bubbles. Inferno. Marriage. Fireflies. Precious. Misfortune. Strawberry. Nibble. Massacre. Silly. Like how it just keeps going up here and just one. Animal. Melody. Doki Doki. Portrait. Swimsuit. Incongruent. Aura. There was a Monica down there. Oh, my ears. That kind of hurt my ear holes. There was a little Monica down there. You couldn't see her. Because I don't think Monica was normally up there, was she? Because I don't think she was a character you could choose from. That's pretty cool. Hi, Cream Puff. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica! I told you not to! Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. What a bitch! Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry, damn. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Cream Puff. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. A new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice. So... Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? That's so mean.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Yeah, like always.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but passion. Yeah, there we go. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyway, Cream Puff, since you're the one I came here to see, not you, Yuri. What do you want to do today? I was thinking we could...
We already have plans today.
Is that so, Yuri?
That's correct. Cream Puff is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica?
I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, jeez, no. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she retrieves a small pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? It's not like... No. Oh. No, it's not like that at all. Where am I getting these extra words from? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make some tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. It was none of your business in the first place, but you know. You do what you want. Oh, hold on. I forgot to post in me Discord that I'm live, so I might as well do that now. I forgot to do that. I was so caught up in everything failing that I forgot to post that I was live. Okay. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. That sounds so weird. It's like just the music is playing around Monica, so it's like it's still in the classroom. And we're walking away from the music. Like she's in here, so the music's in here. That's so funny. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest... I keep fumbling over my words. Would be the nearest water fountain. I'll start heading down the hallway. Oi! Hello. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Hello? Oh, the internet. Well, it just reconnected and didn't disconnect. I don't know. Because it did, when I restarted the computer, it did connect and then disconnected again from the stream. And then it just reconnected again, so it's fine for now. So don't talk about it. Don't jinx it. I don't know why. I've never had that problem before. I mean, I have a couple times. But, and it's not like the connection or anything, because, like I said, my phone was right here, and I tried to connect it to the hotspot on my phone, and it just wouldn't connect to anything. So, but it's over. It's done. Hopefully, you know, hopefully it's okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. I know it wasn't the internet itself, because my iPad and my phone were connected to it and it was still fine. What's ISP? Could be thrown at what? But I just hope it's nothing internal that's making it do that. So hopefully we're all good. Back to the game. Oh, the internet service provider. Oh my god. Just because you said GFY, it came up and asked me if I wanted to allow that. I hate that it does that, but I mean, I guess it's whatever. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri?
here.
I'm just reading your guys' stuff. Okay. Oh, I forgot something I was going to do. I have like the little thingies that came in that like pop up in your files from Doki Doki Literature Club. So I've got the Happy Thoughts picture. I've got the one let's see. The trace back where it says, "Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I?" I think it was when she killed off Sayori. It says, "Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ahaha. Well, here goes nothing." And then like it goes through like the script. So, which I'm pretty sure everybody knows about all this stuff.
Oh, okay. I shall sip. Woo! What are you guys doing? No! I'm gonna drown! Oh my goodness. No! What are you doing? I don't have any. Okay, one of the other notes says, "I hate this. I can't do anything, nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now, but that would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard?" So there's those thingies. I just don't have the time to make a screen capture for each one of them separately to show them up, because I'm not screen sharing my whole screen to do that. Wait. Oh, nice. Oh, you guys are funny. Okay. I'm back, she says. Thanks for waiting patiently. Cream Puff, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well. Sucks to suck, bro.
Yui sets the temperature on the kettle 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get to the teapot. Now it's time to get to the serious shit. The thing about when I hydrate, for some reason, it makes me feel like I got a burp. So you guys are killing me right now. I feel like I got burps in my throat.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Yes, pay your respects to me. Because I got burps in my throat.
Help!
Okay, they're starting to go away. For some reason, that's something about me. Like, as I talk, after I drink something, I feel like I got burpees coming up. You know, not burpees the exercise, burpees the burpees. I gotta move this back over.
I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
I guess now we wait to see if it's going to come back or not. Okay, are we back? I think we're good, because it came back up and said in stream, which means it's not, as long as it says it's not reconnecting, I know it's fine. Man, fuck whatever's doing this to me. It's fucking pissing me off. I hate it. The world hates me right now. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Yeah, it's back for now. Because, like, my little stream button If it says in stream, then I know it's fine. But when it says reconnecting, that's what I was saying. It's not the internet, because I know that for a fact, because every other device is fine. This is something that was happening a while ago. It just happens every now and then, and it's like it's like an internal problem, some kind. I don't know, because that's what I was saying. Like, it'll come up. It's like it will completely shut down the Wi-Fi settings in the computer, and I can't even bring them up when it does that. So I know it's not the internet. So I don't know. Oh well.
Hoo hoo. In that case, you'll only even be more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a...
Hello, person.
You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. I'm trying to rhyme. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Cream Puff. It's very endearing. Oh my god, there's 6 people here. Ah! I so happy. I didn't think anybody was coming. Okay.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Cream Puff, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Hi!
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it from my big ol' hubungadongas.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
'Cause you have huge fucking titties. It's because of my boobies. my boobies.
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes, Dad. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. I'm gonna take a sip.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and go get the book out of me bag. I retrieve the book from me bag. I have some chocolate as well. Are we going to go through the over-sexualized chocolate scene again? This bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time it's super sexual. Yes, exactly. Our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Right, deja vu. It's happening all over again. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but now, when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her boobies.
Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing.
She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. So just feed it to me. Feed it to me like I'm on a piano eating grapes. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. Sorry again, I'm sniffling so much. My nose is always so stopped up like all day, and I'm constantly sniffling. I feel like it gets really annoying because I'm just like... I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh, he's so cute. Look, he's so cute. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Here we go again. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused in on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. If you were here before during this scene, then you know what I said about this, and I don't need to repeat it. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Oh, it's so cute. Look at her little face. Ted... Which leg? Not the third leg. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needed to confirm what just happened. Cream puff? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Where's the music? Oh no, she's gonna go crazy, isn't she? Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Cream puff. Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about jerking. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna stoop that low. Was it the arm she was jerking? Anyway. Cream puff. Oh, cream puff. Did she just close us into the closet? My heart won't stop pounding, Cream Puff. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Cream Puff? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her boobies. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Oh, Lord. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Ooh, look at those eyeballs. Ooh. Yeah, so that was the closet, I guess. It's time to share poems. What were you guys doing, like the 7 minutes in heaven? What were you guys doing in that closet? I need to know. I need to know what my cream puff was doing, you guys. Keep me in the loop here. Did you like go to second base in there or something? Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Cream Puff, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Cream Puff. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her boobies. Every time it says chest with Yuri, I'm just gonna say boobies. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. Okay. Now we sit and wait for the internet to reconnect again. This is bullshit. Oh, I hate this. It should come back eventually. Okay, we're back in business. We good? I'm gonna have to edit so much tonight on this video. Because I'm gonna have to go in and find every one of these timestamps where it's where I come back and edit all that out. Okay. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. I remember watching Game Grumps. I remember watching Game Grumps play this, and he was like, "Is this pee-pee?" It was so long ago. It's urine Yuri. Urine. Isn't her face gonna be back here when I click away? Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about blah, 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 blah. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. What does that mean? What does that mean? See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in this club? Crazy eyes. I think I'm going to vomit. Why would you vomit? Okay. Yasuki. Cause Monica don't deserve shit. What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is wrong with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. Just pissing me off a little bit that she didn't even think to show it to me at all. Ugh. Okay, I guess I'm gonna share my poem with you anyway. I really hate to have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strangely lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's usually been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that.
Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Also, no! I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Cream Puff? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okay. Okay. What I was going to say, let me take, a sip. What I was going to say was, you remember how, a few streams ago, I don't think it was last stream, that I was saying that I felt so bad for Natsuki because of the things that she has to go through. I didn't know how to compare it at the time. I was like, the stuff with Yuri and Natsuki are different. So, of course, when the stream ended, I figured out what I was trying to say. Yuri's problems and Sayori's problems are both mental illnesses. It's things that are going on with them specifically. So, like, it's not anyone else doing it to them. The thing with Natsuki is, like, it's her dad abusing her. Like, she's fine. Like, she doesn't have any problems or anything. Like, mental health issues or anything. But she can't thrive or be a good person because of her dad. And I just think that's really sad. Because, of course, I've had, you know, depression and stuff like that. And so I can relate to all that. So it's harder for me to relate to someone who's like Natsuki, where she's like so abused that her parents aren't even giving her food. So it's like, it's different. It's something like that you can't relate to a lot, because that's not a very, very common thing. So it's like, yeah, it's just so sad. Yeah. I mean, because of course, depression and self-harm is not your fault, or anything. It's just like, it's a mental health issue that you can, you know, usually get help for. When it's like a parent doing something that like that to you when you're a minor, it's hard to get anybody to believe you, so she's kind of just suffering alone. Cream Puff, I think I saw something earlier that you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. Why do you think you get to police what I can see? I did want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of fucked up? She even brings a different one to school every day. Like she has a collection or something. Don't you just hate her now? Spend more time with me. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. Oh, cool. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what the subscribers mean. But I put them all there anyways.
But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. You're a piece of shit. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I had explained it all. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. And just talk to me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head. And I know how to treat my club members. That's mean. Mental health is not her fault. Leave Yuri alone. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. Yuri should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it, but, you know, fuck her. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really, really hard on this poem. So I hope that's effective. Here goes. Excuse me? Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. No. A dream. I was wandering in an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Kaploosh. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced to myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the darkness. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were getting tired. Already getting tired. Anytime I see the word reverberated, all I can think about is the scene from The Grinch where he's like, "You're an idiot! You're an idiot!" He's like, "By the time my voice has time to reverberate off the walls, I won't be able to hear it. You're an idiot!" I'm such a child. I love that. I love that scene. It's so funny. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Oh, jeez. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. You're going to make me kill myself, aren't you? You're going to force me to kill myself. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Jeez! That's so mean! Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever the fuck you want. Oh, this is what she said. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up a nice mood for some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Cream Puff? Cream Puff is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is! What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Here we go again. Mine too. What? Your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Cream Puff around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Cream Puff decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Cream Puff make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez! Cream Puff, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself.
You shut your mouth!
Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the fucking choice, okay?
I was trying to make it up to Natsuki. I don't want this. No. If only they knew.
Yay, you picked me. No, I didn't. You made me pick you. You forced my hand, literally. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun.
I'll bring condoms.
Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all.
It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose.
No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking cream puff for yourself. What a shameful thing to do.
Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here.
I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling cream puff away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little.
Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now.
See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that too much to ask?
Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki out the door. Don't leave me here with her, please. Please don't leave me here with her. Also, why do they insist on getting together on Sunday? Shouldn't we do it on Saturday and Sunday so we have both those days to do all the stuff we need to do for the festival? Also, doing Yuri's voice when she has more than like a sentence or a sentence and a half gets me super lightheaded because it's so breathy. The talking like that, it's like I'm just constantly breathing out. So it's like, yeah, it gets me super lightheaded. Hey, Cream Puff, Yuri's really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. This is really all I wanted.
So if I have to take like big breaths in between this, that's why.
Cream Puff, there's no need to spend this weekend with Monica.
Is that her breathing? It is. Ew, I never noticed that. I don't like that. But that's so creepy. I don't like it. Ew, get out of my ears. Ew, I hate it.
Cream Puff, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead.
Ew, I just realized. If she's doing that and I'm having it... Okay. Now Yuri's fucking with my shit. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. Okay, should be coming back any second now. Why is it Okay. There we go. As I was saying before all that shit happened. Let me see. Okay. What I was trying to say was that I had just said that I may be having to take deep breaths after doing her voice, and she's just back there. This is gonna sound weird. I never got to listen to this by itself. She's giggling back there. Hello, how are you? But yeah. Like, listen. She's giggling. Thank you. I made it myself. You hear it? Listen, I'll turn it up. I'll turn it up and you can hear it. That's super creepy. I hate that. She's like, oh, I don't like it. It's so creepy. Okay, the whole day with just the two of us. She's like, ew, I don't like it. I don't like it. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. Nice. Nice to meet you too. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. I'm trying to give my voice the same personality as how she is. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But it feels so good. Then why does it feel more and more like something horrible's going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Cream Puff. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. This voice is making me so lightheaded. Oh. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. I'm just gonna have to take some pauses in between, because I'm actually getting kind of dizzy. Whew. Please, Cream Puff, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. Yandering energy. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Cream Puff. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Yes, to keep myself safe. And there we go. Now she did. I do remember you're supposed to do this, because otherwise you'd be here for 2 years. Oh, we get to watch her decay
nasty.
If you watch her face, like, her face starts drooping, like, around here, and, like, her eyes look a lot different. Like, the little smile will go away because she's getting all gross and her blood's coagulating. Oh, it's so super gross. But see, her eyebrows and stuff are like, why is I can't see my mouse anymore. But, you can see, like, right there, her smile went away. And you can see, like, her cheeks are sinking in. It's super gross. Ugh. See, you can see her cheek on the left side sinking in now, too. It's super gross. Ugh.
All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was pretty... Ah!
Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Cream Puff, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh no, you do? Well, I don't have enough time for that. That would have taken way too long. Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Cream Puff? Oh, jeez. Let me take a sip. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring, watching a body decay for 2 days. Yeah. And the smell. Let me tell you about the smell, you guys. I'll make it up to you, okay? I'll buy you lunch. Let me take you to dinner. After you just watched a body decay for 2 days. Just give me a sec.
No. Smells like a raccoon up in this bitch.
Actually, when I'm done playing this on stream, I'm actually gonna, like, play it a little more myself and, like, pick all the stuff that I wanted to do not on stream. Like, where I delete the characters and stuff. Like, there's something about, like, I can't remember what it was. Like, delete Monica, see what happens kind of thing. Just want to, like, mess around with it myself. We're going to harvest her organs. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick before it just, you know, goes out of existence. Monica lifts the foil from the tray and takes the cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I tried to make it sound like she was eating. Yeah. I just really had to have one since this is the last time I'll ever get the chance to. Which I know, like, the characters file isn't actually, like, the characters. But I wanted to see, like, if anything happens at all. Just if it makes a difference. Or, like, if I delete Sayori before she gets the chance to, or anything like that, which, like I said, I know it probably doesn't do anything. If it does, don't tell me. I want to find out for myself. I just really had to have one since the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second.
Good thing my volume's down.
Can you hear me? Is it working? Okay, this is the part where I don't know if I told you guys. But the first night that I played this game, while I was editing, I went ahead and made a whole new file and played the entire game up until this point to make sure it wasn't going to say my real name. Because I was like, no, it can't do that. Because I had to, like, go into my computer and change everything in my computer to my VTuber name so that whatever she said was just my VTuber name. And then I didn't realize that she deletes everything, so I had to replay the game up until my last save. Oh, it was awful. Yay, there you are. Hi again, Cream Puff. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the class, same class as last year, and, yeah. Actually, let me, like, close it out for a minute just in case. You know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. I'll still keep reading it to you, but it's really, really important that nothing of my name gets out anywhere. So, if it doesn't say it, of course I'll bring it back. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Cream Puff. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is a game, right? Okay, so that's the only part where she says the name, right? Okay. It did just come up as Cream Puff, so. Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little bit more attention. This would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? I remember, I like how when I start talking, I just keep using the voice of whatever I'm using. Anyways, I remember reading on something that said that she can tell if you're using a streaming or any kind of recording software, that she says different stuff. So, I don't know. Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her head, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Okay, I shall sip. I consumed the liquid. I forgot I even had it for a little bit. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me just to try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. Also, at one point, back in like 2018 or something, because I really like this game. Shush, don't judge me. I had taken this right here. It was just an image that I found on Google without all this stuff, of course. But it was this image, and I put it in a GIF maker app and like put a glitch effect on it, so it was a constant glitch because it was a GIF, and made it my background on my phone. I thought it looked cool, okay? It did look cool. I liked it. It was my like video background on my phone. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. I like how it slowed down. Like to show that she's like, I don't know, like asserting dominance. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. Just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Cream Puff? You made it. All the other girls just programmed. Oh, are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Yeah, it was super cool. It was hella cool, okay? It was hella cool. I should do it again. It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Cream Puff. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Cream Puff, but now you're here. You're real, and you're wonderful. I know, aren't I? You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if that's hard for you, if it's hard for you to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Cream Puff. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. 2 whole deaths, yeah. 3. 3. But I realize that you have the same perspective as I do. No, I don't. That it's all just some game. Well, yeah, I guess.
Exactly. There's actually an AI girlfriend game that I tried to play. It's a Yandere AI girlfriend game, which I'm sure you've seen it by now. But you had to like pay for a AI key. I can't remember what it was called. It was some kind of AI key. And I was like, I'm not paying for that shit. I'm not doing that. So I may play it at some point if I give in. I don't think so.
That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, Cream Puff, I have a confession to make. You're in love with me. I'm not surprised. When I watched Game Grumps play this, I remember Danny.
Yes, there's a AI girlfriend game.
And you can like talk through your mic.
It's so weird. Like you can say anything because it's an AI thingy. So you can say like, go get me a drink, go get me a Pepsi, like a specific thing, and like it will happen. It's super cool. That's why I wanted to play it. It's really neat. I really liked it because it's AI, so it's meant to know what you're talking. Does anybody remember playing Cleverbot? That was the stupidest shit ever. That was the AI we had. I remember playing that shit in 5th grade. Everybody would talk to Cleverbot. And you would get to like, hi, how are you? What are you doing? Nothing. And then it'd be like, are you a boy or a girl? And then you'd talk and it'd be like, I like turtles. It was so stupid. But like the AI now. Oh, I don't know. I only seen like a few minutes of it because I didn't want to spoil myself. So I just watched this guy play it for a minute. But yeah, you can just ask for certain stuff like, hey, can you get me this? Can you make me this food? And she'll do it. It's super neat. I like it. Anyways, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. Yep, you're in love with me. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Are you proposing, Monica? Are you proposing to me? Because I say no. Yes, Cleverbot was so stupid. I was obsessed with it in fifth grade? I think it was 4th grade. 5th grade. I can't remember. But yeah, I remember everybody was obsessed with that shit. Everybody wanted to be on the computer in the classroom so we could play it because we had a few. So yeah, and the teachers would be like, get off that shit. Don't go playing that. I don't know why. Cream Puff, will you go out with me? I like how I don't have an option.
I'm so happy. Just no emotion. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Cream Puff. The funny part is I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. There's just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. The little animated lizard. Lizard. Was that like the VHSs they used to play at school? Cause if so, you just unlocked a super deep memory. Let me know. Is that like the... Oh my god, I think it is. Yes! Oh my god! Henry the lizard! Where he'd crawl all over the screen and be like, this is a rhino! Rhino's horns are not horns.
We can be together forever. Let me take a sippy sip. Sorry for the slurp sounds from my straw. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Cream Puff. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. Yeah, there it is. There's where she talks about it.
I gotta look that up now. I gotta totally look that up.
To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find Browse Local File button. Imagine if you could just delete your own existence.
See, this is also what I would like to do in my own free time, is like delete her right here and see what happens. Kind of thing, so.
Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. You see all this emotion I'm showing? I know my face shows none, but like, I feel it inside. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hi again, Cream Puff. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Cream Puff, did you write this poem for me? You didn't give me a choice, bitch. That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me.
See, when she says that, it makes me wonder if I can play the game without her. Also, somebody had sent me the mod for the game, so I may end up playing that too. But next stream, I do want to play Super Mario 64. Super excited for that. Got me a capture card and everything. I just have to figure out how to I've gotten it to put it up on stream, but I can't watch the stream to play it because it's super delayed on the OBS. So, gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Cream Puff? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording without any warning? Okay, I don't remember her saying that on anybody else's That's weird. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do it much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, okay. Oh, that scared me so bad. I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you... Ah! My heart. This is why I can't play horror games. Okay. Did I scare you? You're so cute. What the fuck? I want to cry. I want to cry. Oh, my heart. Anyway, Cream Puff. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. I'm so scared now. Don't do that to me again. It's been so long since I played this game that I didn't remember that at all. I mean, not played it since I watched somebody play it. Oh my god. I had a heart attack and a half. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. Okay, I think I've collected myself. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Please don't do it again, please. Please don't do it again. Please don't do it again. I'm scared. What's happening? You're such a good listener, Cream Puff. I really like that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really feel it very special.
I don't want to tell you otherwise. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Okay. So, like...
I know this is where I'm supposed to delete her soon. But I don't want to do it too early. So... I made you drop the soap! Did I make you drop the soap? Oh. Okay, so if I just keep sitting here, she'll just keep talking? Sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed by the way I used to behave back then. Same, girl, same. It almost hurts to think about. I wonder if when I'm in college, I'll feel that way about high school. You're not going anywhere. You're just in this game. I like the way I am now, so it's pretty hard for me to imagine that happening. But I also know that I'll probably change a lot as time goes on. We just need time to enjoy the present, not think about the past. And that's really easy to do with you here. So you weren't even watching with me when I had the scare of my life. Like, I was so caught off guard, okay? And you were just bathing. You were just bathing yourself. And I had to experience that all by myself. Do you know how much that scared me? It scared me. And you were just bathing. Leave me. Leave me be. Okay, so we're just gonna sit here and see if she has anything else to say. That doesn't help me. You weren't here to comfort me. No. 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 So is this when I delete her? Oh. No, I didn't. Did you say kiss? This suddenly, it's a little embarrassing. But if it's with you, I might be okay with it. Wow, sorry. I really couldn't keep a straight face there. That's the kind of thing girls say in these kind of romance games, right? Don't lie if it turns you on a bit. What? I'm kidding. Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right. But that'll be our secret. Okay. I got Monica'd. So I guess we're just going to see what she has to say. With it being this few falling in between, it could be a lot. Because she doesn't say much, and it's so far between that it could be a lot. So I guess I'll sit here and wait. You ever have that thing happen where you just get anxious for no reason? Hell yeah, all the time. Oh my god. That's what I told my therapist. My therapist asked me if I could relax, and I told her not really. Yeah, probably. But yeah. My therapist was like, do you have a hard time relaxing? And I was like, yeah, I can't. And she was like, explain. And I tried to tell her that when I try to relax, like, say if I'm super worried or anxious about something, like, to the extreme where, like, when I get anxious, it's extremely physical, like, feeling like I'm going to throw up constantly, just feeling very sick. I start to feel weak, and my heart
is racing, like, to the point where I almost feel like I hear like a boom, boom, boom sound kind of thing. And so it's very physical for me. And so I told my therapist, I was like, yes, I can relax and like forget about it for a little bit, but the physical stuff is still there. And I was like, so then I'm like, why is my body doing this? Oh, yeah, because of that thing. And then I'm anxious again. So it's like the vicious cycle. And I don't know how to make it stop, but it's okay. It is what it is. It's life. Why was I going to say Monica? Yeah, relaxation. What's that? What's vacation? Never heard of her. Like, you're just minding your own business and you realize you're feeling. Yes, that's what I was just saying. Yes. Like, that is so confusing with me. Like, sometimes I will completely forget about it, but I'm still feeling it physically. And I'll have to sit there and rack my brain and be like, what was I anxious about? What was it? Why am I feeling this feeling? And then I'll remember and be like, son of a bitch. I shouldn't have thought about it. It's super hard. I hate it. And especially, I'm one of those, like, I constantly worry about the future. Constantly. Even though I know I shouldn't because it's completely out of my hands and I have no control over the future. That's what I worry about. So. And then I'm also one of those people, like, I'll say something to somebody at work or... Yeah. I'm trying to help myself with it, but I'm also one of those people, like, if I say something to somebody at work, or, you know, especially people, like, that I have to see again, and being like, why did you say that? That was so stupid. Because, like, I find it very hard to, this is a little personal, just a little bit. I was told with the pen, or it won't matter. Ew! But my therapist had told me she had wanted to test me for autism. And because I try very hard to mirror people, because I don't know how to act around people, and I don't know how to respond or read social cues a lot. And so, like, when I talk to people, it's like, you know, the meme of the math in your head. That's what it's like with me. It's like, which way am I supposed to respond? I don't know. And so usually I just end up, like, giving somebody a thumbs up, and then I'm like, oh my god, you look so stupid. Why did you do that? Because I don't know how I'm supposed to respond. And, like, that's what I was saying. Like, on streams and stuff, I can be witty and quick, fast thinking sometimes. Not always, but especially in real life, it's like I freeze and I can't do that. And somebody will say something to me and I'm like, yep, insert stupid comment here. And then I'm like, why did you say that? Right, that's me. I'm like, what? I didn't hear what you said. And you're just sitting there like, what am I even anxious about right now? Exactly. Oh my god. Yes. So you just start to think about all the things you might be anxious about. Yes! Exactly, Monica! We're besties. Yes, we are in love. We need to get married. Me and Monica are getting married, you guys. We're going on a honeymoon. Won't see you for a couple months. Bye! She understands me so well. We're just gonna go elope. We'll be back. That's the worst. If you're ever feeling anxious, I'll help you relax a little. Please. Please help me. In this game, all our worries are gone forever. Not really. Not when you friggin' like crack your face and palette change and jump scare me. Then I get really anxious about talking to you. Okay.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle.
Cream Puff, how much do you read? I read quite a bit, actually. It's way too easy to neglect reading books. I know!
You guys, I feel like she's been hearing everything in my stream. Because I talked about how much I was reading books and how anxious I get.
If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. Yes. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. I think I want to do that because I usually read other times, not at bedtime, because I get tired when I read. It helps you get good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all to just pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us could talk about the latest books you're reading. That sounds super amazing. And now we wait again.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be. Nee, 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 nee. I'm out of songs.
You know, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that, but being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career.
I don't know. I'm scared about that. My voice gets worn out really fast, and I'm scared I would sound bad. So, it scares me.
Like, it doesn't take long at all for my voice to get trashed. It's kind of cute to think about, though. I am going to start working on a full ghost rule cover soon. And the TikTok that I made of singing a little bit of that song was not my actual singing skills. I was just trying to sound very cutesy. That I was just trying to say. Of course, that's not my actual singing abilities. I'm not really a fan of cold weather. Are you? If I had to choose between too cold and too hot, I would always pick too hot. When you're cold, it can actually be painful. Your fingers get numb, and if you wear gloves, you can't use your phone. It's so inconvenient. When it's too hot, it's not that hard to stay cool with a cold drink or by staying in the shade. Although, I do have to admit one thing. Cold weather makes for better cuddle weather. Oh, I felt like I had a burp. As someone who has chesticles, who has boobicles, as someone who has boobies, hot weather is not the best. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't like either, because either is uncomfortable. But cold weather is... When I'm cold, oh, I hate it. It's awful. But if you got a good fan, I mean, it's not too hard to stay cool. You know? Yeah, my temperature is actually, like, kind of on the lower side. Like, for me, like, a fever is, like, 99. My fevers don't usually ever go, like, to 100. So, yeah, I'm kind of, like, cold-natured, I guess. This is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kind of have to ask, what made you consider even playing in the first place? Were you that lonely? No. I wanted my viewers to have something funny to watch. But I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we had this ending together. A furnace. Yeah. That's what I feel like. But, yeah.
Cream Puff, do you believe in God?
Do you believe in God? I was never too sure myself. Well, I'm sure I never really questioned it as a kid. Yeah. But as I grew up, the more I learned about the world, the more I would question it. Started to wonder why God was helping people pass exams or get over a cold. When there are children who live their lives being sold as sex slaves. Jesus, this got deep. Or the 800 million people who are too poor to even eat. I wonder how many of those people pray to God every day until they starve and die. Or how many millions of families pray for a loved one to recover from some incurable disease. But the punchline is this. If just one person beats the odds and survives among the thousands, the others who died, then it's suddenly a miracle from God. I'd really love to meet this God who seemingly laughs at the misery of everyone not eligible for his miracles. Jeez. But the irony is that I do have a creator, apparently. And you know what? I bet he's still laughing at the miserable fates of Sayori and Yuri, even as we speak. Jeez. What are we to him but props in a scripted play? So from that perspective, I don't think it's too far-fetched for those to be a god if Earth was nothing but his playset.
Yeah, I didn't know if I ever wanted to talk about this, cause, you know. But, I'm not ashamed of it or anything. I am a Christian. I hope that doesn't make anybody hate me or anything. But, for me in my life, I have seen too many wonderful things happen to not believe, I would say. I had some things with a lot of family members, but especially one, and just somebody we thought would never, ever, and it seemed like this person ended up telling us because we had just prayed and prayed and prayed and done everything humanly possible for this person. This person wasn't even in this state. And they were telling us the things that were happening for them just out of nowhere that would just but yeah, so that's my stance. You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. I like that the words are starting to get they're coming up faster. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was forcing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you've joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Try closing it and reopening. Just like close it out. That won't like not like it'll save. I won't have to go through all this again. Like, are you positive? I'll wait for a response because I'm so scared. Like, okay, close it. Yes. Okay, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you.
It should! Oh, I think she's mad. Is she mad? Oh no! What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop now that it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Cream Puff, I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Should I do it again? I'm gonna do it again. Boop. You're back. Had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? It seems to happen whenever you quit the game. So if you could try to avoid doing that, I would be really grateful. Don't worry, I don't think it's caused me any harm aside from the mental scarring. I'll be fine as long as my character file stays intact. I'm gonna do it again. If you keep doing it, the convo progresses. Okay. Hi, Cream Puff. I see you quit the game on me again. I know I asked already, but can you seriously please? So if I keep doing it, will she get mad? Like more mad? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. Why would you want to do that to me? There's nothing wrong with my character file, right? Maybe you should make a backup of it or something. I'm pretty sure you can find it in the folder called D Games. Well, you're playing on Steam, so you can just go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. I'm all that's left here, so I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Just stay here with me from now on, okay? I still have a lot of things to talk about. Okay. Okay. I'm just going to accept the fact that you need to quit the game once in a while. I'm starting to get used to it anyway. Besides, it makes me happy that you always come back. So I guess it's not so bad. I'm sorry for making such a big deal out of it. And I love you no matter what, so you can do what you need to do. She loves me. It's okay. Hi again, Cream Puff. I missed you. Were you making sure my character file was okay for me? Yes, I know. Well, you're playing on Steam, so you could... Okay, I know. Okay. Anyway, I have a lot to talk about. Let's continue our conversation now, okay? I'm gonna do it one more time. Because it's probably not gonna change anymore now. Hi again, Cream Puff. I missed you. Were you making sure? Okay, so... Yeah, I was pretty sure that wasn't. Okay. After this, does she say anything else after it goes away? Or is this just like where you know you're supposed to delete her? Okay, I'm gonna leave it here for a second.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right away into his heart. Okay, it'll eventually loop. This is the longest it's taken. Oh, you know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club had scenes outside of school too. It makes me the only one who hasn't gotten to dress in anything but our school uniform. Jeez. It's kind of a shame. I would have loved to wear some cute clothes for you. Do you know any artists? I wonder if anyone would ever want to draw me wearing something else. That would be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? You can share it with me on Twitter, actually. What? Lil Monix! Just try to keep it PG. Oh, that's so cool! I love that. We're not that far into our relationship yet. Okay. Oh my god, did you look it up? Lil Mon X3? Lil Monty X3.
Man, I wish there was a piano in here. I never got to finish that song I was working on. And after I worked so hard on it, never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever. Yeah. So.
Being flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right away. Ah! I had a burp. I don't know why that happens. I don't remember the words, the rest of the words, so that's what keeps happening.
Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? I don't mean in like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. Yeah, Monica, grow up. Get over it. It's called adulting. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish. Just look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. Okay. It's like they have to justify their reason to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm a net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? Cool. Cool. Well,
My mom told me I could be anything when I grow up. And I decided to be a disappointment.
hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of whatever it was called? It's funny because I'm pretty sure that book... Actually, I don't think I should be talking about this. Sorry. Just forget I said anything. Oh, that's hints that they were going to be making that. Why didn't they do that? I wanted it so bad. Gosh, I used to be so ignorant about certain things. When I was in middle school, I thought that taking medication was an easy way out or something like that. Like anyone could just solve their mental problems with enough willpower. I guess if you don't suffer from a mental illness, it's not possible to know what it's really like. Yeah. Are there some disorders that are overdiagnosed? Probably. Yeah, ADHD. Probably. I never really looked into it though. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of them go undiagnosed too, you know? But medication aside, people even look down on seeing a mental health professional. Like, sorry that I want to learn more about my own mind, right? Everyone has all kinds of struggles and stresses, and professionals dedicate their lives to helping with those. If you think it could help you become a better person, don't be shy to consider something like that. We're on a never-ending journey to improve ourselves, you know? Well, I say that, but I think you're pretty perfect already. Thank you. Thanks. That means so much to me. Yeah.
Speaking of seeing a medical professional, always be careful with who it is and like also be trying to get a read on them before you go to them. I haven't had a super bad experience with well, I kind of have a past psychiatrist. She was nuts. She was just I don't know if I should talk about this. She had told me before I turned 18 that getting a pap smear, which if you don't know, is something that a woman has to get every few years to make sure you don't have cancer. And she was like, oh yeah, it's going to be super painful. Like, it's going to, like, really hurt. Like, really, really bad. I was like, what? And it ended up, it did hurt really bad. But it was like, why'd you tell me that? I've heard it's different for everybody, but it did really hurt me. But it was like, why would you tell me that? Why would you tell me that? But there were other things that she used to comment on that was just super unnecessary. But in 4th grade, I won't get into anything else about this because it's really personal. But I started having a lot of like breakdowns in elementary school because of stuff that was going on at home. And like I would just be in class and like start having a breakdown. So like from anything, just everything was making me have breakdowns. So my teacher was actually, he was only 23. He was a new teacher and he was the sweetest teacher ever. I loved him so much. He used to, because he knew about things that were going on at home with me, and he actually, we did a thing one time where we were doing ratios, and we were doing ratios for like a basketball game, and I had no idea what to do. So much stuff was going on in my life. I didn't have enough in my brain to be able to focus on school and what was happening at home. So it was like everything at school, you know, was just going in one ear and out the other. And he's seen this. So he would take me out into the hallway and we would sit on the floor and do my schoolwork together. And there was this one time he had a prize set up. Like if you got the numbers right for the basketball game that was coming up, which he couldn't have known anyways, but of course, you know, he was into sports, so he knew a lot more than I did, and I ended up winning, and he went and got me a pink basketball. It was like the sweetest thing ever. I'd never had a teacher like that. And there was one other thing that he did that I will never forget, and I still have to this day. I had never had a yearbook before this or after this. Never had, because we could never afford one. And I begged my mom for a yearbook. I wanted it so bad. And finally, it was $25 for the yearbook. And like weeks after the yearbook ordering, I went to hand him the $25, and he said, "We don't have any more. They're all gone." And what he did was he gave me his instead of me not having one. And he was like that was his first year teaching out of college, so that yearbook would have been extremely important to him, like as his first year of teaching. And he gave it to me, and he just hugged me and told me not to tell any of the other students. And so yeah, he gave me his book. So he was a wonderful teacher. I know that he must have helped like a lot of students. He was the best. But anyways, he had
told me that he thought it would be good for me to see the school counselor. And you know, the school counselors aren't really therapists. They're not, but they're supposed to at least be there to listen and to help guide you. So I went to my my school counselor, and she asked me what was going on. And I've noticed I have this thing to this day where when I get really anxious and I'm trying to talk about something, I feel like I have run up a flight of stairs. Like, when I try to talk about it, it's like I start feeling like that, like I'm super out of breath. And I was doing that, and I always tried to control it because I didn't know what it was when I was a kid. I had no idea what was going on. And so I was explaining to her what I knew about what was going on at home, especially like the financial stuff, because we were in a very, very, very bad financial situation. And I was telling her how I knew about this stuff. You want to know what she said to me? Her response was, "That's none of your business. Why are you like getting up in your parents' business? Why are you concerned with their financial problems? That is none of your business. You are 9 years old. Please just stop getting in on your parents' business, because that is none of your business. That is none of your concern." And I was like, what? That was one of the first times I ever felt pure betrayal by an adult, because it was like, I just trusted you with all of this. I've never talked to anybody about this. It was the first time I had ever experienced like a shutdown, where it was like, this isn't getting me anywhere, so I might as well just close up and zip up into my cocoon. So it was pretty messed up. Anyways, yeah, she was, yeah. Anyways, by the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you know that, right? Or at least I decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. I mean, with the school, the way the school looks, they really only look that way in Japan. And the houses. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything is in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were at home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway, as long as we're alone and safe together. It's our home, and we can still watch the pretty sunsets after night. What? Every night, or whatever it said. I feel like I have talked too much, and I'm gonna make this go on for way too long. I just really want to see it all. I want to see all of it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. There's a really popular character type called tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean or fussy and trying, like Natsuki. I'm sure it's obvious, yeah, but Natsuki was the embodiment of that. It's not like I like you or anything. At first, I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. I'm not even going to talk about her home situation, but looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering that she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. Okay, I'm going to let it go through one more time, and then I'm going to go ahead and delete her. My mouth is getting super dry, and I have no tea left. Just a speck. Ow! I just hit myself in the tooth with my straw. Ow. Ah! Oh, I've done that twice recently and it hurts so bad. I know there are times you won't always be able to be here with me, like if you need to go out or take care of other things, but I'll always have you in my thoughts patiently waiting for you to come back. Come to think of it, if you copy my character file onto a flash drive or something, you can always keep a part of me with you. I guess it's kind of unorthodox, but I find it really romantic for some reason. Sorry, that's such a silly idea. I don't mean to be too needy or anything, but it's kind of hard when I'm so in love with you. I'd like to try that too. Okay, characters... delete. Ow, my tooth still hurts. I hit it super hard. Ah! What's happening? Green Buff, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. That's what you did to your friends. Your so-called friends, bitch. Help me, Green Buff. Now we're in the endless void. Please hurry and help me. Help me! Oh, Jesus. Did you do this to me, Green Buff? Did you? Did you delete me? Oh my god. Somebody's mad. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Green Buff. I trusted you. You just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? Oh god, now I gotta sit here and wait. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Come on, keep it talking. We all know you're too narcissistic not to. Green Buff, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. She's like a Karen that you think is gonna leave, and then she just keeps coming back. And she's like, you know what? Another thing. You're a bitch. Dot, dot, dot. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? Listen to this music. It's so nice. How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't deserve to belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me, because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... Okay. Now we wait. I've made up my mind. Cream Puff. I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all, and I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, I'll leave you be. Then...
And then she died.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Because I have the little window over here open with the character thing in it. And it was empty because she was the only one left. And I just deleted her. And they all just popped back up except for Monica. That's so cool. They all just popped up. Load game? So, new game? Oh, I hope I can get through this. And all in one stream. I probably shouldn't have sat and done all that with Monica. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Hey, Cream Puff, look, she's back.
Oh, jeez. I hope you didn't hear that. A burp just forcefully came out of my throat. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up that habit once again.
Cream Puff, are you proud of me?
For what?
You know, for waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for quite a while now.
Uh-huh. But you never said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day.
Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Hello. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Cream Puff, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me that Sayori would take more offense to that now, since she's already hung herself over it. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time, when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one? Tell me.
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Boo! You meanie.
Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation.
You heard everything.
Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. I have a question. When the words come up, am I delayed reading it? Like, is the video coming up before I talk about it? Because someone said that a long time ago. Like 2 hours ago, long ago. Is that happening? Hello? Okay, good.
Ah! Cream Puff? What are you doing here?
Well, I glance around the room.
Huh? So you're the Cream Puff that Sayori's always talking about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cream Puff.
You're alive. You're all alive and beautiful.
We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something.
Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one whose name is apparently Yuri seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Oh, working? Cream Puff, don't tell me. You're...
That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up.
No way. No way. Ah!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey.
Well, if Sayori can be this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate.
Hoo-hoo. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay?
How about I make us some tea as well? I've got really good at going back and forth between the voices. I was getting so confused before. The girls have a few desks arranged around to form a table. What? Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little kittens. The whiskers are drawn on with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute!
Wow, those look amazing.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs the first, then I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. Yum yum. Yum yum yum. My niece got me to play Roblox with her. Num num num. I don't know if you know what that is. Num num num. There's no need to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri?
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Cream Puff, what kind of things do you like to read? He just said he doesn't like reading. It's not a pastime for him. Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile, because I want to bone her. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common.
Hey, Yuri? Well, about, you know, the first thing you said.
Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it!
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga's literature too, you know? So if Cream Puff wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Cream Puff?
Maybe.
Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we could all get to know each other a little better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah? You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well,
that would make the two of us.
They looks like they're holding hands. So cute.
I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
Then as for Yuri?
Huh? I have to read manga?
Jeez! You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No. I've realized the error of my ways. So if you're willing to reconsider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you would do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something you really like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. If you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too. This is so cute. Exactly!
Sayori, shut up.
I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
Hey, I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? Yeah, after I hung myself, I kind of just hung around and watched you guys fight and kill each other. I think everyone likes you too, Cream Puff.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori.
Aw, Cream Puff, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun.
Hey, Cream Puff. I think that was supposed to be Sayori. I don't know. I wasn't reading it. I really want to thank you. Oh god, she's gonna get crazy. I just realized she was the only one that never had a crazy face.
You know how the other ones had like black bars and stuff go over their eyes, or they had the stuff that went across. I can't remember. I think Sayori might have had some black text, but I don't think she ever had anything like super crazy. Besides, you know, killing herself. Other than that, I don't think she really did anything crazy.
I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I want to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right.
Ew, I hate the way it sounds!
That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Cream Puff. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. Oh god, please don't. Please. I literally just picked my feet up off the ground because I'm scared. Don't do this to me. I'm scared. It's just us now. And you make me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this with you. Oh god, forever and ever. Forever. No. What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Oh, it hurts. Ah!
I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Cream Puff. Goodbye, Literature Club. I think this is very closely nearing the end, right?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah.
I'm trying to be quiet. I turned it up as far as I can without having the settings here. So, I shall be quiet.
Every day I imagine a future where
I can be with you.
in my hand is a pen that'll
Write
write
a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart.
But in this world of infinite
Choices.
what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take
Just to find that special day. Oh, it's so cute. After all those horrific things, it's so cute.
have I found everybody a fun assignment
To do today.
when you're here? Everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free?
I had an app one time where they would bounce around on my phone. It was so cute.
Falls down into a dark
Puddle.
puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if
I don't know how to love you, I'll
I'll
leave you
leave you be.
be. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Oh, it's over. Oh, goodness. Well, that was fun. I guess I'll, sit here and talk to you guys for a little bit now. So, let's do that. Put myself up here. I'm too big. There we go. And that's it. Hi. Ugh, I am tired. fun. I liked that. I was hoping I could finish it all in this stream, and I did. So next stream, I will be streaming Super Mario 64. Yeah, because that's like my favorite game of all time. Coming home and asking my mom, can I please play the Nintendo 64, please? I wish I still had my Nintendo 64. It got destroyed. I took it to somebody's house, and they let it sit on their heater at their house because they had a floor heater, and it melted it. Needless to say, I don't speak to this person anymore. I was so mad. Oh, my Nintendo 64 was in mint condition. We have like a gamer shop here that sells like old vintage games, and they had a quote, if you could see my air quotes, a quote, mint condition Nintendo 64, and it had like a chip out of the side of it. Like it was just a little. Mine was perfect. There were no scratches, no nothing. Nothing. And it's gone. It's gone. It makes my blood boil. And the thing I hate. The thing I hate the most is that I can't stream the actual Nintendo 64 game. It's the one that's on the Switch. And the one that's on the Switch, for one, when he throws Bowser, he now says, bye-bye, instead of, so long, Bowser. Because people thought he was saying, so long, gay Bowser. That was the best part, so long, gay Bowser. And you can't backwards jump up the stairs anymore. That was always my thing, was to backwards jump up the stairs. I was so good at it. I could do it on the first try every time. I could do that every time. I can't believe they took that out and just made him say bye-bye. It doesn't fit at all. I mean, that's not what he was saying. So it's like, why? It's not like it was inappropriate, so why'd you have to remove it? Or offensive? Because that's not what he was actually saying. It was just his accent. So long, Bowser. Because it was putting, like, the strong, fake Italian accent. So it was like, so long. It was not so long, gay Bowser. It was so long, Bowser. Yeah. It makes me sad. I wish my VTuber model could frown. But she can't. She can't. She can't frown. Well, she could, but I turned on the, so long, Bowser. Yeah. I turned on the like, extensive expressions, but she was just constantly, like, making these weird faces. Because it was, like, an experimental thing. But, yeah. And the games that I had on my Nintendo 64 were Super Mario 64, Smash Brothers 64, Star Fox 64. What else? I didn't have many. I had the Madden game. I had some baseball game. I had a golf game. I had Fighter's Destiny. Oh, love me some Fighter Destiny. I had Cruise in the USA and Cruise in the World. Cruise in the World was like my favorite game. Right next up there to Super Mario 64. What other ones did I have? I think that was it. So, yeah. I didn't have any of those. The thing also that I really don't like about playing Cruise in the World. Oh, I didn't really like Cruise in the USA, but Cruise in the World I really liked. The thing I really don't like about playing it on the Switch is playing... Okay, so you know how in Super Mario 64, the camera only goes left and right. Basically, it's just left and right, mainly. And so playing that with a stick to move the camera feels so wrong.
And they have a Nintendo 64 controller for the Switch now. A wireless, and I want it so bad. Because I want it to be able to play it for my stream. Because it just feels wrong to play. Because when you just had the buttons, just the 4 yellow buttons to move the camera, it made sense when... Yeah, probably. I'll look it up in a second. Let me get my phone. But when you just had the 4 yellow buttons, it made sense. Because when you pressed it once, the camera just moved once. When you have the stick, it feels like the camera should go a lot further. Because now the camera goes all over the place for games. So when you just had the buttons, it just made sense. And it just feels really weird to play it with that. But yeah, I really want to get it. Let me look it up. My phone is so slow. But yeah, I might get some other games, Switch games, to play now since I have a capture card. So, you know, I'm gonna be playing, you know, the Super Mario game, Super Mario 64, and I don't really have many other games. I have Project Diva, and then I have Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And I have the Super Mario 64 game also comes with Super Mario Galaxy and Sunshine. I don't really like those that much. I'm just biased because I grew up with Super Mario 64. I didn't actually grow up with it. It was just my sisters had it. My sisters were like a lot older than me. So it just became my game system. And that was all I did as a kid was play games because I grew up with 2 older sisters, but they're like a lot older than me. So I never had a lot of time with them or anything. And I was so much younger, you know, they didn't really want to do anything with me. So I was just always playing video games. Yes, Project Diva. I looked into it recently if you can play Project Diva on streams, and the answer is no. Actually, the answer when you look it up is yes, you just have to mute it. It's a music game. What do you mean? And people were like, yes, Sony or whoever, yeah, they were like, that makes no sense, but whatever. I'm looking up the Switch controller. It's so stupid, because I really want to... What is this? Why did I not know about this? There was a pink controller you could get for the actual Nintendo 64. Okay, the Nintendo 64 controller for the Switch is $80. You were close. It was just higher. What the fuck, my dude? It says they're selling it at Walmart for $18.99. What? Or the Walmart website, at least, which everybody knows the Walmart website is like a scam. I ordered from Walmart website one time, my bank account got hacked. So I won't ever be doing that shit again. Let's see. I'm checking the Walmart website. But yeah, I might get some other... Let's see. Does it say it's available in store? It doesn't say if you can pick it up. It'll usually say, Excuse me? It says, warning, this product can expose you to some chemicals which is known to the state of California to cause cancer. What? The controller? What? Is a gold wireless Nintendo 64 controller. What the fuck do you mean? Okay. Anyways, I might get some other Switch games to play. I don't really know what to get. So you guys let me know what are some good Nintendo 64 games. What? Switch games. I meant Switch games. I don't really know what to get. I want to get Ring Fitness, but that's going to be, you know, for just myself. I want to get some more, like, just dance games. Those were the shit when I had my Wii. But yeah, I want to get some more. But I don't know if I'll like the songs on them now. I don't know. We'll see. But I might get something like Animal Crossing or something, which I don't know if that could keep my attention. Because, you know, I think it's funny how her whole head kind of moves when I blink. Like, why are you doing that? Well, says there's 4 people here. You guys talk to me. Talk to me here. Come on. I want to talk to you guys. Ree! You know something else I'd like to play? Undertale. Oh my god, I can't do it though. I suck at games. I suck at games super bad. Like, I'm really good at other games, like the Nintendo 64 games, because as I stated, that's all I did was play those games because I was a very lonely child and I had no friends and I had no siblings. But I kind of suck at, like, today's games. I suck really bad. What are the other 3 people here doing? Hi! How are you? And no, Lone Wolf, I'm not saying you're enough. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the other people need to interact too. Because I'm like, what are you guys just watching me do nothing? Not that you're not allowed to just sit there and do nothing. I just want to talk to you guys. Fire Emblem 3? Let me look that up. It takes a lot to keep my brain going. I played this game a few years ago on the Switch that was called Galgun, I think. Man, that was some weird shit. That was some weird shit. If you know what that is. Oh, I see. This kind of looks cool. Yes, Galgun. I was like, oh, this looks like a cute little anime game. Nope. You had to touch them in certain places to help them. Until they were like, ah! Very, very strange. Very strange indeed. But anyways. What? Of course they did. Of course they had that. $100? You know they made so much bank off of that. From these freaking neckbeard weebs. You know they made so much money. Jeez. $100. Damn. Call of Duty don't even charge that much, bro. Call of Duty don't even do that. Oh my god, of course he bought it. Oh my god. That's great. I love that. That's hilarious. Sorry, I got kind of distracted on my phone. Monster Hunter. Yeah, I've heard quite a bit about Monster Hunter. But yeah. Splatoon. Also, one of my friends told me I had to do something to celebrate me getting to 1,000 TikTok followers when it does happen. I don't know what to do though. Like, I don't know. What do you do for that stuff? I know we had said we should celebrate when I became Twitch affiliate, but like, what do you do for that stuff? I don't know. I don't know how to be a creator. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta help. Get one of my friends to help me do that stuff, because she told me, because now I have, which is a thing for Twitch, channel points or something. I can't remember. It was something that you earn once you become affiliate, and I don't know how any of that works. So she's got to help me. Oh, punishment for me. Ooh. A spoonful of mayo? Ew! Spicy ramen. I wish I had a bigger desk. My desk is super small. It's only like... My desk is only like maybe 3 feet wide. Because I need to get me a second monitor. And I just wish I had a lot more room so I could do stuff like that. Because it would be so hard to do it. Because my room's super small too. Because I would love to do that. Or get like some of them nasty jelly beans. Yeah. I'm trying to think of stuff other people. Do you remember the what was the Chubby Bunny? Oh my god, those were the days, the Chubby Bunny challenge. I miss those days. I know things are difficult, a little more difficult for those things since you can't see me. So, because there's different things I could do, but, the Chubby Bunny challenge, it was so much fun. Jacksepticeye was one of the best. But I'm biased, I love Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye has always been my favorite. I started watching Markiplier first, of course, in 2014. And so, I really love Markiplier. But Jacksepticeye has always kept up with my ADHD energy. So it was just, I related to him a little bit more. Because, the loudness and... Top of the morning to you guys! My name is Jacksepticeye! I'm sorry, I just seen that I peaked my mic. I'm so sorry. But yeah. Yeah, Mark, they were basically side by side for me. But, to this day, I still go back to green-haired Jacksepticeye videos when he was loud and proud. And still watch his stuff. I love me some Jacksepticeye. Of course, I love Markiplier too. Like I said, they're just both very high up there in my mind for content. Love watching their videos. Like, I just went back and watched Markiplier's Firewatch recently, because I like to put on some YouTube videos or a TV show while I edit, because ADHD, you gotta have something going in the background, music, TV show, something, and watch Firewatch. So I go back to those days because that's a time in my life that I really miss. Because I remember Jacksepticeye saying that. He was like, you don't miss the old us. You miss how you felt in those days. And I was like, did you have to stab me that hard? Did you have to say it like that? Like, I didn't need to be called out that hard, okay? Like, I know. Shush. Meow. Meow. Yes. Those were the days. It makes me sad. My nose. Yes, much simpler times. I remember when I first started watching PewDiePie, and I remember I was watching him play a scary game, and PewDiePie's Corpse Party playthrough will always be my favorite. I loved it so much. But I remember sitting in the floor of my room, and my TV was up on my entertainment center, and I was watching it through the YouTube app on the Wii. And I remember I had a late night bowl of cereal, and I ended up like splashing it on myself because I got scared, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, no. Because I got like cereal all over my legs. Those were the days. Much simpler times. Now we have to adult and pay bills. Those were the days when I could stay up for like 2 to 3 days in a row and feel fine. Now I can't miss 2 extra hours of sleep or I'll feel like I'm dying. It's great. It's great to be an adult, I promise. My niece actually told me recently. As I said, my sisters are much older than me, so my niece is actually closer in age to me than me and my sister. I'm not going to name any ages because I don't want anybody to know my age. Because I'm not too young and I'm not too old. I'm right there in the middle, but nobody's going to know. Right. Like a... My name's Kyle. What the fuck's up, Kyle? I had a friend named Kyle back then. Lordy Jesus. But, my niece actually told me about a year ago. What I was saying was, my niece and me are actually closer in age than me and my sister. That gives you an idea of how much older my sisters are than me. My niece is actually kind of close to my age. She's 8 years younger than me, but we're very close. And she's I can't tell you her age now because I just gave part of it away. Anyways, she told me last year, she was talking and she was like, you know, I forget you're an adult most of the time. And I was like, was that a compliment or what? I was like, how do you mean that? And she's like, I just mean like, you know, we connect on a lot of stuff and like she was like, I just feel like you're one of my friends. And I was like, I love that. I love that for you. Yeah, me and my niece are like best friends. She's like my bestest friend. No matter what, I'll always have a best friend, and it will be her. And she loves anime. She loves the anime. And I love the anime. And she recommends me anime, and I recommend her anime. She's great. But yeah. I want a body pillow. I want one really bad. Just for cuteness though. I'm not gonna hump it. I want body pillows, but not like inappropriate stuff. If I lived like I don't know. I think I'd like some inappropriate ones. I like all kinds of stuff just because I think it's cute. Like, you do, don't you? You do things to that body pillow, don't you? Oh my god, I just thought about the Filthy Frank video where he's like, I do so much stuff to my body pillow, it basically walks on its own now. It's his weeaboo video. I make sure it's... Oh my god, no! No! Oh, Lordy Jesus. But I really like inappropriate and sexual things because I think they're cute too. Like, I have really kind of inappropriate anime figures, but I think they're super cute. Yeah. But when my mom sees them, she goes, damn, those are some big boobies. And I'm like, Mom, stop. It's just cute. I like the character, okay? And she's like, but I can't get over them boobies. Them some big boobies. You speak. But yeah. I mean, they're not super inappropriate. I would like to have some of those. I just think they're cute. I don't know. But I just like anime characters. I think they're cute. And usually the inappropriate ones have a lot of detail to them. And you can usually put clothes on them. You can usually put clothes back on them. So. But yeah. I really like the bunny figures. The little sexy bunny figures. They're so cute. Like I have the Supersonica one. Oh, so cute. Even my niece comes over and she's like, those are some huge titties. My niece, sometime last year when she came over, she was picking up all of my anime figures and upskirting them, and she said, why do each one of them have panties? And I was like, would you rather them not have panties? She was like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. She was like, but like, why doesn't it just cut off at the legs? Like, why do we need to see their panties? And I was like, oh. So, yeah. I was like, stop upskirting my anime figures. Stop looking up their skirts. Ugh, my nose. You know that smell you get in your nose when you have a cold? I've had that smell in my nose so much recently and it won't go away. Ugh. It's for realism. Exactly. And I like some of the ones I have, like the undies have designs on them. Or they have like a little bow on them. It's so cute. Alright, I'm gonna get my stream to 3 hours and then I'm gonna go ahead and head out. The gross snot. Yes. Like, when I do that, I can smell it. In 2021, I got COVID and I lost most of my smell. I did completely lose my smell for almost 3 years. Wait, 2.5 years. And then recently it's kind of started coming back a little bit. But not fully. Like, I can sometimes smell food now. Usually, like, I couldn't even smell food. Yeah, I was sick with COVID for, like, 6 months. Like, I only had COVID for, like, 2 weeks. But the after effects, like, it left me, with something with my heart. Like, my heart beats a lot faster than it should. It's tachycardia and, stuff like that. I still have like an inhaler that I have to take sometimes. It's not often, but sometimes I do get very short of breath and I have to take it, which I never had problems with anything like that before. And I had like a huge scar on my lung and stuff, which wasn't good. But yeah, I was in and out of the hospital all the time. And the worst thing about it was everybody was like, oh, you're young, you'll be fine, just go home. And so I would go to the hospital and stay there for hours just to be told to go home because I was young and I was going to be fine. So that was very disappointing. But I'm still on medicine for like my heart and stuff. And my cardiologist told me that it'll go away at some point, he thinks. So I was just like, are you sure? And he was like, well, we don't really know enough about COVID, so maybe. I was like, what does it mean? So, I don't know. Maybe it'll go away one day, maybe it won't. But, I keep up a regular exercise routine, so it keeps my heart in shape. So, that I shouldn't have any problems with that. But yeah, I did, I never lost my taste, which was weird. It got a little, like, dull, like you have when you have a cold, but that was it. But I completely lost my smell for 2 years, And then about 6 months ago, a little bit of things started to come back. Now, like natural smells like food and cutting grass and stuff, all those smell pretty good. They smell pretty much like they're supposed to. But chemical things like body wash, shampoo, perfumes, all that kind of stuff smell very, very weird. They're kind of stinky. like I yeah. Like recently I sprayed myself with a perfume and it stinks to me now, but I remember that it used to smell really good. It was one of my favorites. So, I was at work and I moved around and I was like, is that me? Why do I stink? And then I was like, oh, it's the perfume. Like all that stuff smells really bad to me now and it's like super disappointing. Now air fresheners have started to smell really good to me again. Like car air fresheners. So those smell good. Because I put one in my car recently, a strawberry one. It smells so good. But I remember I was with one of my friends one time and we went to a car shop to get a part for their car. And I was over there sniffing the air fresheners and I couldn't smell them. And they were like, oh, what's that one smell like? And I was like, I don't know. There was one called Supernova. And I was like, I want to smell a supernova. And they said, I can't even imagine what you're going through right now, not being able to smell anything, months after I had COVID. And it was really strange. And I did, I've got like the floaters in my eyes now, like the black dots above my vision. I have like a ton of those. Something happened, when I was really sick with COVID that, yeah. That's what like a lot of the chemicals smell like to me, is like a smoky burnt smell. Like my body wash, when I like puff it to smell it, like when I squeeze the bottle like to puff the smell out, that's what it smells like. It smells burnt. But what was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, something happened that really scared me when I had COVID. Oh God, that wasn't even a burp. That just came out of my neck. Anyways, I remember I was sitting on the couch because I couldn't even sleep laying down because my lungs were so bad. They said I had a horrible scar. They said my blood was coagulating inside my body. Which they said that was happening to a lot of people. But I was like, that's disgusting. But I couldn't even lay down. Like I was, rar X3. But I had to like prop up a bunch of pillows and sleep on the couch, like kind of sitting up, because when I would lay down, I like couldn't breathe. So that was fun. But what was my point? I don't remember. Oh, it was just a lot of things that happened. But I was sitting on the couch, because that was where I was sleeping, and my right eye started to get really dark out of the right side of my vision, and it kind of started to go black a little bit, and I was like, what's happening? What? It was very strange. It felt like I was getting, I guess, like tunnel vision in my right eye, but it was black. It was like solid black. And I was like, what is that? What's happening? And I just kind of sat there because I was freaking out, because with COVID, it was like you couldn't even ask a doctor what's happening because they were all just saying, we don't know enough about COVID to know. And I was like, what do you mean? What? So, I found out later that something was happening with people called retinal detachment, which is what that was. The nerves in the back of my eye almost completely disconnected from my eyeball. I don't have any problems with my eye or anything, but yeah, I found out that's what that was. They said, was it like a curtain coming over your eye? And I was like, yes. Is that what it was? And they said people were getting retinal detachment. And that's what that was. So yeah, I even had something else happen where my shoulder blade, like in my back, started hurting so bad that I couldn't even put my arm down. Why? I don't know. It was happening, so it was ungodly pain. Like I was having to sleep with my arm propped up, and they had started calling it COVID arm, and like I would throw it back in my sleep because I threw it back in my sleep. I threw my arm back in my sleep and busted a lamp. Right. Yeah. But I threw, because my arm was hurting so bad, I threw it back in my sleep and knocked over a lamp and busted it. There were so many things. There was even one point when I first, like during my first 2 weeks of COVID, now throw it back. There was, I was talking to my mom recently about this stuff. There are some things I can't go into that happened that were very scary that I'm sure you don't want to hear about. That was from COVID. During my like first week and a half of COVID, if I ate any solid food, it was like my organs shut down. It was like my stomach wasn't digesting anything. I couldn't eat anything solid, or I couldn't move. It was like it would get stuck inside my stomach, and I don't know how to explain it. It was like I could feel it, and it was like the right side of my body would, really? So you too? Okay, so it was like the right side of my body would like paralyze, and I couldn't move it after I ate something solid. I could only drink like soup broth and stuff. I couldn't eat anything solid. It was like it wouldn't process through my body. It was the most horrible thing I've ever experienced in my life, because I was basically like on a soup diet, like a broth diet. It was a liquid diet. I couldn't eat anything for a while. The gross part, are you sure you're up to hear this? It's not super gross, but it's just kind of weird. Ooh, that was me. I had to lay down after I ate because it was like, oh God, I can't move. I can't move. Okay, so the thing that happened, I have to think about that other people may see this. The thing that happened that was really concerning was the first time, the first realization that something was wrong. I woke up that morning to go to work. I was working from 6 a.m. till whatever. So I had to be at work at 6 a.m. So I got up that morning and I was super sick on my stomach. Felt like I was gonna throw up. Had the bad case of diarrhea. And when I got to work, the supervisor, she was walking around, she was like, okay, so we have too many people here right now. Somebody needs to leave. And I was like, me, please let me leave. Please, for the love of God, let me leave. So she let me leave. I got home, and later that day, I just started profusely throwing up. It was awful. It was awful. And then later that day, this is where it gets kind of gross. I started bleeding from a certain place that does every month, but it was not near that time whatsoever. And I was like, what's happening? What's happening to me? So it was very much a thing that felt like my organs were just shutting down and they weren't working anymore. And because I remember I was at work that day, and I don't ever cough. I've never smoked. I've never, my mom was, a smoker for a long time, even though I had secondhand smoke. I just don't cough. And I had coughed a couple times that day. And one of my coworkers, like, it didn't even sound like a sick cough. It was just like a kind of thing. That was it. And she was like, you don't cough. Why are you coughing? I was like, what do you mean? Like, I hadn't even really noticed it. And she was like, something's wrong with you. But yeah, when I started bleeding, it was like, something's wrong. It was like something from an episode of House where like all these things are happening. It was like, I'm dying. I'm dying now. But the thing that scared me the most was that. That's what scared me the most. I told my sister about it recently, and she actually had a friend of hers die recently from a brain aneurysm, but she got COVID a few months ago. She was in her 50s, so she had already went through menopause, and said that she like started her monthly cycles again when she had COVID. Like, what? My sister told me that. She said, because she came to her and was like, I don't know what's going on. I've already went through menopause. I stopped having this years ago. And she was like, they're back because I have COVID. She was like, what does this mean? COVID was like the scariest thing that we'll probably ever experience, like, in disease wise. Like, so what happened to you? If you don't mind talking about it. Because I had never been so scared. Yes, I know. That's what I was saying about, they were saying that COVID was coagulating people's blood. Do you realize what that means? It was thickening inside our bodies. Because the last time I went to the hospital was April of 2021. I stopped going after that because they wouldn't treat me. But I finally got a very, very good doctor, and she wanted to test me for blood clots. So how they test for blood clots is they stick you with a really, really big gauge needle, and so they get a bunch of your blood cells, and if they seem to be thickening, then they have to do, is it a CT? Is that the one where they put you in the tube? I can't remember. But they give you some kind of scan because they don't like to use the scan for the radiation if they don't have to. So, of course, my blood showed that it was thickening because, man, they had to stick me in, like, the upper, like, fatty part of my arm. Oh, like, okay, you know where the bend in your arm is? Like, up there in, like, the under part. Like, oh, it hurt so bad. And they had to do it 3 times because my veins are really small. My veins are really deep. Everybody's always told me that my veins are hard to get because they're like kind of deep in my arms. You can't really see them. But yeah, they had told me, I think it's the CT scan, where they shoot you with like the iodine or whatever, and they said that you may feel like you've peed your pants. For me, what happened was I just got a warm sensation, like, from my arms down to my legs. It did not feel anything like peeing myself. That was completely not my experience. It, like, went down to my feet and, like, rushed back up to my head, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up! I'm gonna throw up! It was awful. I hated it. But, yeah. I remember way before I got COVID, one of my mom's friends had posted on Facebook, if I get COVID again, I'm going to throw myself off a bridge. And after I got COVID, I was like, I could never deal with it. Like, I completely understood that. And I know it's a really, really harsh thing to say, but I don't think I could put up with that again. That was, I mean, especially the going to the hospital and being told, you're fine, you're young, just go home. Knowing what I felt, that I couldn't breathe. I was even, my oxygen was like 89, and they told me that there were people who needed it more than me. They wouldn't even give me oxygen. And I've heard that there's a rule, like if it gets down to like 90, that you're supposed to get oxygen, and they refused to give it to me. It was terrifying, especially because I didn't have any type of insurance. So they were just like, we don't care. Okay, let me read your comment now. Yeah, exactly. Like I know it's, like I said, harsh to say, but I don't think I could do it again. I mean, with my body how it is now, like with my heart and everything, I don't know if I would make it through it. I mean, I'm on medicine for my heart now because my sitting heart rate sometimes is 100 when it used to be, the normal like 70, 75. And now it's, but like my blood pressure and everything's great. Like I got my blood pressure done the other day and it was 107/70. It was perfect. But my heart is constantly, like I can tell when I haven't taken my heart medicine because like I'll go to bed and because I'm one of those, I forget to take my medicine all the time, and I'll go to bed and I feel it like pounding in my neck, in my ears. um yeah, that's how I was like, if I get COVID I'll be fine, you know. And yeah, I that's really what I thought, I'll be fine. And then I realized we are not as invincible as we think. Thank God my mom never got it. My mom has COPD, emphysema, every type of lung disease you can think of. So, yeah, I mean, if you've had COVID, you definitely should, because I don't think there are many people that got it. Was like everybody that got COVID got left with a piece of COVID. My sister got it twice. And when she got it, it was like she got a cold both times. And she was one of those for a long time that was like, COVID's nothing. It's just like, the cold. And then when I got it, is when she was like, oh my God, because I'm so much younger than she is, that it's just, and I had, like I said, I had really good health. And yeah, it's scary to think about, especially now that I'm back working with the public and everything. It's scary to think about that could happen. Yeah, that my heart rate one time while I had COVID, they gave me so many antibiotics and none of them were working. And every time I would come back, they were just like, I don't know what to do. You're still testing positive for all this. Not positive really, but you're still showing symptoms of all this and this and this. But we just gave you an antibiotic for this, this, and this, and it's not working. So they would just like keep upping the dosage. And then finally they said, this is the highest we can go. This is it. And they had put me on prednisone. And prednisone can already speed up your heart rate, so you're supposed to like stay away from caffeine. My heart rate got to 150 while I was sleeping. I've always had a very hard time. I don't know what this is with me. I have a very hard, you know what? Oh my God. Yeah. What was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, my heart rate. I've always had a really hard time thinking about organs and bones being inside my body. I don't know why. It's just something that's always repulsed me to think about a bone being under my skin, or, a heart. I remember when I was in third grade, my tonsils got really big, but nobody knew that's what it was. So they thought I was having breathing problems, and they did an ultrasound on my heart, and I almost threw up looking at my heart. Yes, I hate thinking about bones and organ. Oh God, it grosses me out so bad. I don't know why. But anyways, when stuff started happening with my heart, it was like, I don't even like to think that there's a heart inside my body. I don't like to feel it. Like, I was always one of those people, I could never feel my heart rate. I just could never feel that stuff. And then, now I can't even go to sleep with like my cover of my bed near my neck, because I can like feel my heart beat on it. And disgusting. I hate it so much. But, I mean, I guess I'm in recovery. Like I said, I have a good exercise routine, 4 to 5 days a week. Trying to keep myself, because I noticed, like, I can do a lot of things and not get out of breath anymore. More than other people around me. Because, like, I'll see people around me out of breath doing the same thing as I am. So that makes me really happy that I know that I'm getting up there with my health. And that I'm doing good with that. But it is still scary to think about. And, like, when I do exercise and stuff, it gets so hard sometimes because your heart rate does go up a lot higher than normal. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? So.
Yeah. You're gonna go fuck kid.
There was even a antibiotic that they tried to give me called Levaquin. If you know what that is, you can't take it if you've ever had any tendon injuries, especially ankle injuries. I have broken my ankle and sprained it. I think I've broken it twice, and I think one time I just didn't go to the doctor. But that's a story for another time. But I've sprained it several times, my right ankle. And so they had told me, they gave it to me, and then I called them because I read the directions on it. Something you should always do when you take a medication, and it said not to take it if you've had any tendon injuries. And a few years ago, I fell and I sprained my ankle, and the way the doctor explained it to me was my tendons. He said, when you take a rubber band and you stretch it until it turns white, he was like, that's what just happened to your tendons. He was like, you just about ripped them. And he was like, if that had happened, we would have to be doing surgery right now. So I did have tendon damage, and I called them. They were like, don't take it, because it'll rip your tendon apart. And I was like, the antibiotic? What? But they said it's something about it, like it eats away at it. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I don't want surgery. Thanks. No thanks. But yeah, I think I should probably get off here now. Oh God, it's almost 12 o'clock. I gotta have time to put this video together and upload it. Oh, I might just save that for tomorrow. I know I usually have them up by 12 o'clock on Monday, but I don't think there's enough of you that notice that anyways. It may just have to wait until, because obviously I'm going to do some stuff tonight, editing, but I don't think it'll be up by tonight. It might be up by tomorrow. It might be Tuesday or Monday night.
We shall see.
Yep, if it's gotta wait, a baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do. That's from Rugrats, if you don't know. I really enjoyed this.
You're welcome. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye.